Aloha, I'm Nicholas Jordan Moore. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to deal with disappointment and a few little keys that you can take away to help you deal with things when things don't go your way or when something outside of your control just doesn't really fall the way that you want it to fall. And a great example for this little episode is going to be the 2024 presidential election. So today is January 20th, and Donald Trump just got sworn in to be the 47th president. And this may not have been something disappointing for a lot of y'all, but this was something that was really disappointing for me. I still had a little bit of hope that somehow the powers that be were going to stop this from actually happening. But here we are, and one of the biggest strategies that I have in my life when I'm trying to deal with disappointment is that I've just got to continue to train the voice in my head, and I have to look at the positive side, and I've got to really believe and think and continue to remind myself that we've got to go through darkness to find the light, and that cycle doesn't ever stop. It continues to happen over and over again. I thought that once Obama came into office that we were like, all right, we're heading in a good direction, going to unity, and then we just went back 100 years. So dealing with disappointment can be really, really difficult. But the worst thing that you can do when you are disappointed is just to wallow in that pain and to just focus on what's going wrong. Because no matter how much is going wrong, there's always things that you can find that are going right. I personal example, I have a nice home, I have a beautiful view of Diamond Head, I live in Hawaii, I've got 2 awesome cats. I've got a lot of things to be grateful for. And we got to remember that if you wake up in a bed and you're not freezing to death and you have food to eat, you're very, very blessed. And then if you add on that, hey, you have a family that loves you or you have friends that love you, there's all sorts of things that we can focus on to be grateful for. So one of the biggest things that can really combat the feelings of disappointment is gratitude. It's impossible to feel those two things at the same exact time. Can't really be disappointed and being grateful simultaneously. So, and of course, the feelings exist simultaneously, but actually feeling them both at the same time, can't really do. So it's really, I talk about this a lot in a lot of my videos, is the voice in your head and training the voice in your head to try to stay positive. But there's a few little things that if you can just remember that no matter what happens, if you continue to go back to these little mantras that you keep in your head, one of mine is everything happens for a reason. Another one is I'm right where I'm supposed to be. So, one of my jobs when I'm not selling books, well, I'm selling books while I drive Uber, but is an Uber driver. And sometimes like a ride will take me where I don't want it to go, or I'll get stuck in traffic that I don't want to be in. And I just continue to tell myself, well, this is putting me right where I'm supposed to be. This is going to get me in the car with somebody that I'm supposed to ride with. Somebody needs to hear my poem today. Somebody needs to hear what I have to say. And in the moment, it's like, dang it, I didn't want this to happen. But ultimately, everything that does happen is what our higher selves wants to happen. But you got to remind yourself of those things. It's easy to get stuck in the disappointment and in the pain. So no matter what, just continue to try to remind yourself that, hey, everything happens for a reason. I'm right where I'm supposed to be. All of this disappointment, whatever it may be, is leading us to exactly where we need to be. So I appreciate y'all joining me on this short video today. I hope you're enjoying the little view of Diamond Head and some beautiful green trees behind me. I know most places, at least in North America, it's very, very cold right now. So sending y'all love from Hawaii and reminding you that you're worthy of abundance, love, and happiness. but it starts with that little voice in the head. So it takes practice. It's not going to happen all at once. So just continue to try to train that voice, and good things are to come. Aloha.